welcome back to our Book Talk segment of the day. Great to welcome one of the co-authors. Very interesting book about something we probably all see every day, but we may not know all about it. It's called Linked. Conquer LinkedIn, get your dream job, and own your future. We're joined by one of the co-authors of the book, along with Omar Garriott. Jeremy Schifeling joined us. He's a career coach and has had a very interesting career in kind of helping people navigate the world of finding work and finding better jobs. And Jeremy Schifeling joined us by telephone today. Jeremy, good to talk with you. How are you?
Doing great. How are you, Doug?
I'm doing great. Good to have a chance to talk with you. Again, I think we've all, hopefully most people have been on LinkedIn, but I got to say, after reading the book, I've been on it a while, that platform, but a lot of the things I did not know even were on there, or at least didn't know how to get to them. So you're helping a lot of people. You helped me already. Thank you.
Good.
Now, LinkedIn is it's been around, I guess, about 10 or 15 years ago now, but it kind of keeps undergoing transformations or adding new features to it. I guess that's one of the issues why you wrote the book, right? People just not quite sure maybe all the value that can be there, right?
That's exactly right. You know, one of the things I observed working there is that LinkedIn has this tremendous opportunity trapped within it. You know, all of these recruiters looking to hire people around the world, and yet so few job seekers on the outside really get that, really understand that power. And so I'm trying to bust down those doors and help those secrets get out into the hands of every job seeker out there.
Most people, or at least a lot of people, think originally it's kind of, it's another social platform. You know, you put your name up there, you put a resume maybe, put a picture, maybe a little bit of info, and that's all you do. But really, if you want to get the full value out of it, and you talk about it in the book, all the features it has, you kind of have to dive in a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I do think that it all starts with understanding what's happening on the other side of the screen. So as job seekers, you know, we obsess about, are people going to get back to us? Are we going to hear back from the company? But on the other side, there are millions of recruiters who are on LinkedIn every day, scouring the globe for talent. And if you understand how they're searching and what they're searching for, you can make sure that they find you.
Yeah, and that's a big point right there you make, is every job you apply for now, you can almost assume with almost 100% certainty that the person that is going to talk to you in the interview, if you hopefully get one, has already looked at your LinkedIn profile, right? I mean, that's the first thing they do. So you almost have to have one now, don't you?
You absolutely do. And in fact, think of it this way. Even if people don't go to LinkedIn itself, if you search your name on Google, chances are one of the first 3 search results is going to be your LinkedIn profile. So no matter where you search, LinkedIn comes up again and again.
What are some of the mistakes? I know you talk about that in the book as well. People make as far as putting their profile up there. I would guess just from reading the book, it's probably not the enough information or not enough helpful information. I guess that's the right word for them, that person, right?
You're exactly right. You know, the key currency of LinkedIn is something we call keywords. These are basically the skills and the job titles that a recruiter is searching for to find people who are a good fit. And so if you don't have enough of them or the right ones on your profile, you're basically invisible on that recruiter's radar screen. And that's the worst possible fate, is people with great jobs who would love to hire you just can't find you because you haven't made it easy enough.
And I guess that's the issue a lot of people have. Maybe, well, okay, I know there's more to it, but I don't know how to do it. And LinkedIn does give tutorials, right? There are courses on there you can take that'll teach you how to build your profile better. Other than, obviously, this book is going to help. But, I mean, if you go on LinkedIn, aren't there places on there that can almost build the profile for you?
Well, so that's the tough part, I think, is that, honestly, LinkedIn leaves it too much into our hands to figure out how to build a profile. So let me give your listeners a really great hack. I would recommend they start with a separate site called jobscan.co. And this tool is free, just like LinkedIn itself. And basically what it does is it simulates the LinkedIn algorithm. Sort of runs a scan on your profile and helps you figure out, number 1, what are your most important keywords? And number 2, which ones are you missing? And so if you want kind of homework to get you started on LinkedIn, that's the important cheat sheet. That's going to say, Doug, these are the 5 things you must add to your profile to get onto that recruiter radar screen.
Yeah. It's really building, again, you talk about that in the book quite a bit as well, is building your own brand, which I guess in any business, show business or whatever, even, whatever work you do, you have to have a brand nowadays. So that's the key to it, right? Whatever makes you unique, hopefully make that stand out.
Yeah, although I think sometimes when we talk about this idea of a professional brand, people just roll their eyes, like, what are these guys talking about? But what it really is just making yourself easy to be discovered. Imagine that you're a recruiter who's searching through the proverbial haystack for this needle, this perfect candidate that you want to hire, why would you want to make yourself look like more straw? Why would you want to blend in with the background when you can stand out and make it easy for them to choose you? So that's all about putting the right things on your profile, having a great profile photo, basically telling the recruiter, hey, if you pick me, you will never regret it.
And networking is obviously, that's a word we've heard even before there was LinkedIn, but that is really one of the main, I guess, benefits of that platform. They always advertise that, build your own network. I guess that's kind of understood or misunderstood too, right? How that works, and LinkedIn can really help you with that if you know how to work that system properly, right? The networking part.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, Doug, because that's also a big misconception. When I was growing up, I thought of networking as going to a mixer and handing out business cards.
Right.
And it kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh my goodness, I can't imagine anything more terrible. But the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is that you don't have to go through all that. You don't have to go into the gauntlet. Instead, you say, hey, I want to get into the radio industry. I'm going to find people from my alma mater who are already in that space. I'm going to reach out to insiders like Doug, chat with him for a little bit, learn from his experience. And then maybe Doug will even refer me. And get this, people who are referred for jobs are 10 times more likely to be hired than people who only apply online. So as much as we love technology, it does really come down to relationships at the end of the day. If you know the right people, if they go to bat for you, you're going to be golden.
Yeah, that whole referral system, I've used it myself on LinkedIn. You see somebody that either you worked with or you met or and you can put a little paragraph there. Hey, this person knows what they're doing. They have the talent for it. So that helps, doesn't it? Having those endorsements, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I'll be really clear though. The endorsements that you see at the bottom of your profile that say, Doug is great at this and Jeremy's great at this. Those are actually not that credible. And the reason for that is when they first came out, they were spreading like wildfire. My own mother endorsed me for everything from astronomy to zoology, two topics I know nothing about. And so recruiters still don't trust them to this day. However, if you get a recommendation, if someone writes, Doug is the world's leading expert in radio hosting and podcasting, he is absolutely an asset to our station. And I see that as a recruiter. I'm like, ding, 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 we've got a winner here, right? Because this is someone that I can trust.
Yeah, I think obviously you have to look at who does the endorsements, and then recruiters do that. But it does help though to have some people on there that at least are credible to say what you know what you're doing, right? I guess before we run out of too much time, we got about a minute or so left. But I guess the depth of the platform is really something. I mean, I didn't realize all the things. I know there was an alumni section, but I didn't know there were some of these other sections that you can dive into as far as getting more information about. So there's really a lot there, isn't there?
Yeah, let me blow your listeners' minds with one last little feature. So this launched during the pandemic when we were all interviewing on Zoom for the first time. If anyone out there is freaked out about that prospect, go to the job section of LinkedIn. You can actually practice for your interviews ahead of time, record yourself giving answers, and get this. LinkedIn's artificial intelligence will grade your answers to give you a sense of how your communication style is coming across. So if you want to get ready for prime time, LinkedIn's got all those tools for you, all for free.
Yeah, that's great thing to be able to practice that before you do it in front of somebody. The name of the book is called Linked, Conquer LinkedIn, Get Your Dream Job, and Own Your Future. We've been talking with Jeremy Schifeling today, along with Omar Garriott, has put this really fascinating and helpful book together. And Jeremy, once again, give out your website, if you will, and people can get more information about the book.
Yeah, come on over to thejobinsiders.com. We've got a free LinkedIn profile grader. Make sure that your profile is ready for prime time.
Great. Jeremy, pleasure talking to you. Good luck with the book, and hopefully we can talk to you again. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Doug.
I'm Stan Brock. 30 years ago, I formed Remote Area Medical to help people overseas. But then we found generations of families in America isolated by poverty from the health care they need. Together, we can take dental, vision, and medical help to 1 million adults and their kids, right here at home in the United States of America.